Hi there, it's Dan here from Flexxable, and today we're going to talk about how to fire events and button clicks in Google Analytics 4. Let's dive in. So if you are a lead gen who is running traffic to a website and you're not starting to measure micro conversions, i.e. if someone kind of takes the first step in a funnel or hits the third page or whatever that event might be, then you're really going to be up against it because you're not going to have enough data to optimize your campaign and bring your cost per lead down. All right. There's different ways to do this. Universal Analytics is being phased out and Google Analytics 4 is coming in. And I think it's important that we teach you how to make that transition. So I'm going to hand you over to my account manager, Graham, and he's going to sort it out for you. So please enjoy his training. If you've got any questions, please do comment below and we'll get back to you. Speak soon.
Thanks, Dan. So yeah, guys, I'm just going to go over how to fire kind of events and button clicks inside the Google Tag Manager for GA4. I've done this before for Universal Analytics, but there's been a lot of requests for this to be done for GA4. As we all know, Universal Analytics is disappearing next year in 2023. So I'm going to do the same thing for GA4. So it's a similar start. This is the page I want to kind of like track button clicks from. I've got 3 buttons on there. Button 1, button 2, button 3. This is one of our opt-in pages for Flexxable. So first things first is you want to obviously get your Google Tag Manager and make sure that your tags are on the page, which you can find here. So you want to make sure these are on your page, which I know they are on mine. As you can see, GTM head, I want to make sure that's the same as in here, and it is. And then obviously you want to check GTM body as well. And they're both correct. So they're both on the page, GTM head and GTM body. Make sure that you're firing it, the body tag before the body end tag, and the head tag in the head. Okay, so that's the simple stuff out the way. Next up, we want to make sure we have the GA4 tag on there, which I've done here, as you can see. So you just need to pick the Google Analytics GA4 configuration, and you need to add in the measurement code. So this is my GA4 for Flexxable. You want to go to admin, and down here you want to go to data streams, select this data stream, and you'll be able to find your measurement ID here. You just want to copy that, pop it in the measurement ID section there, and select send a page view event when this configuration loads. And then on the triggering, you obviously want to make sure it's triggered on all pages. We've got an exception here, but you don't need that. It's just because it was messing around with our login pages. You normally just fire it on all pages. Okay, so once you've done that, the next thing we want to go and do is we want to go to variables. So when we're doing button clicks, we want to make sure that we've got all the click variables preloaded. Normally you won't have this unless you've done this yourself, so you want to go to configure. GTM has a lot of built-in variables here, so if you scroll down, you just want to select all the click variables here and possibly some form variables. Up to you, you don't need to, just go with the clicks for now, and that should all be done. Once you've done that, come out, they should all be here, just double check that. Okay. Then next up, you want to go to triggers, and now we want to create a button click trigger for all button clicks. So just call it all clicks. Let's do that as a 1. And you want to go to tag configuration. You want to go to all elements, and you want to go all clicks, and that should all look like that. And then we want to press save. Right. So now we've set all of that up. We want to press submit. So make sure your changes have been published. And then once that's done, we want to open up the tag assistants. Okay, so I want to go back to workspace, and then we want to go to preview. Cool, and you want to make sure you've got your URL in there, and you want to just press connect. Okay, once that's connected, it will open up the page for you, so you don't need this page anymore. That's fine. And now what we want to do is we want to do a few clicks. Okay, so button 1, I'm going to click on button 1. And I just want to go back to Tag Assistant. And I want to check so there's a click that's been registered there. Okay, I'm just going to come out of this. And I'm going to come out of this. And then I want to go and just double check what's happened here. So we have got 3 clicks here. So 1 was the button click, 1 was the X out of the pop-up, and 1 was the X out of the light box. Okay, so we know this is the first click. So I'm going to click on here, and then I am going to go to variables. Now here's where you want to see what kind of data is being sent through from the click. Okay, so there's no click class. There's a click element, which you can see here. I'm just looking, so you could use this thing here, LPOM button 70. That is the class of this. So if I click on this button down there, on unbound, scroll down to the bottom, you can see that LPOM button 701. One's there. But I'm looking at, I think I would prefer to use click text if that's being sent through. So now I just want to do one more button. There we go, so that should, I've added 2 more clicks on there. Yep, this is the button click, and that is the close. So again, so if I'm going to do this and I want to track each button click, depending on which one, I'm going to have to put something slightly different in the text here. If I want to track all 3 different button clicks, okay. Conversely, if you want it to be done on one of these, which isn't being sent through, you can get your developer to add a class or something so it comes through if you're working from WordPress or something like that. But normally on Unbounce, I would go with click text because that shows up every time. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So next up, we want to create the event inside Google Analytics, okay? So firstly, I'm going to go in and just amend these. Send me the plan. And then let's do cool. So I'm just gonna save that, republish, like so. Okay, so let's see if we can just do this. Just gonna refresh this page. Cool. Okay, so now we can see it. So I'm going to do one click there. I just want to go back and just make sure we've got this. So one click, good. And then another click there, another click there, and a click there, click there, click there, and click there. So now we can go back and there should be a lot of clicks being registered, okay? So this was the first click, send me the escape plan. So I'm going to, let's get a new notepad up. So what you want to do is you want to make a note of these. So button 1, I'm going to want to trigger on click text, send me the plan. Perfect. So that was a close, I believe. Yep, X, that was a close. And this is the next button, click, send me the plan. So you want to copy this word for word. Button 2. So this is good just to see which call to action is actually doing the best for you. And then you can roll it out more. And then that was an X, I believe. Yes. And then here, I want to escape, retain a gel. Don't get the quotation marks in. And then we can go button 3. There we go. So now we've got the triggers all sorted. We can come out of there and come out of Tag Assistant. And now what we want to go and do is we want to go back to triggers now, okay? So let's go. So I believe in my previous one for Universal, I've already created one of the button clicks. So I'm going to go into this trigger and I'm going to just go button click 1. And if we just get up this, it should say, send me the escape plan. So that is correct. Cool. So now I'll show you how to set this up from scratch. So we're going to make another one for button click 2. So I'm going to do button click 2. I believe it's going to copy this. Send me the plan. So we're going to go to tag configuration again. I'm going to go to all elements. I'm going to go to some clicks. And then I'm going to go and select a variable, which is click text. I'm going to want contains, and then I'm going to copy and paste what the text contains. And I'm going to press save. Do the exact same thing again for button click 3. And I'm going to copy and paste from my notepad. It's important to get it bang on. One sec. And again, I'm going to tag configuration. I'm going to go all elements. I'm going to go some clicks, and I'm going to go to click text again, contains, and press save. Cool. So that is all your triggers sorted now. Okay. So I'm going to go press submit. And I'm going to go press publish. And I'm going to press continue. So we've sorted out the variables, we've sorted out the triggers now. And now what we want to do is we want to go and build the tags that are going to fire the button clicks within Google Analytics 4. So we're going to go back to our workspace and go to tags. Now you have to make sure you've set this one up first, just as I showed you. If you have, we're good to go. I'm going to press new, and I'm going to do GA4 button click 1, actually, sorry. GA4 event, button click 1. We're going to go to tag configuration. We're going to go to Google Analytics GA4 events. Then for the configuration tag, you're going to want to select the one you've just created. I've got a few, but I want this one. Google Analytics GA4. And then I'm going to want to call this. We want to call this button click. The event name and the event parameters. You want to go in there, you want to add a row, and you're going to want to click button name, and then you can either bring through what's in the click text, which will be the CTA, so like the name, the text. So I want the plan. Yes, I want to escape. Return the gel. Send me the escape plan. Okay, so that should start there. And now I'm going to want to go into advanced settings and tag sequencing. Fire. Let's have a look. Do we need to do this? Yeah, let's make sure this fires first. So we want to make sure that this fires first. Yeah, cool. And once that's done, we want to go and select the trigger. So you want to select the trigger and you want to select your button click one. Okay, and then I'm going to save that. Got so many in here, 1 second. I'm just going to rename that. This just makes it higher in the list. So I'm going to save that. Now I want to make one for each button now. So what I'm going to go and do is, okay, go in here. I believe you can make a copy. I'm going to copy that one. And then I'm going to go button 2. Again, this can all stay the same, I believe. Button name, click text. Yep, so that's all dynamic. Only thing you've got to change is the trigger. Okay. And now you want to go button click 2. Save. And then I'm going to want to go into button click 2. And I'm going to press copy. Exactly the same. Then we go button click 3. And then all we're going to do is just change the triggering again to button click 3. Now, just so you know, you can go in here and make this non-dynamic. So you can go in and just say button 1, button 2, button 3. Totally up to you. I'm just using the click text because I think it'll be clearer, because the whole point that I'm doing this is so I can see which call to action is working the best and getting the most amount of clicks. Okay? And yeah. Once they're all set up, you want to go and press submit, and then we can go test. Cool, so now we can go and test. Okay, so bear with. Cool guys, so let's go and test. So what we want to do first is open the debug settings first. So go preview, get a tag assistant up, same as we did before. We want to connect, and we'll connect it up. And then we want to go and click on each button. Okay, so I'm going to click on this one. And then I'm going to click off that. I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to click off that. I'm going to click on this one. I'm going to click off that. So I've clicked all the buttons. Let's go see. Of course, we've got a lot of click data here. I'm going to press click. And as you can see, this is button 1. It has triggered that tag. So I'm just going to go in and just double check. The correct thing has been triggered, and it's just that button click that has been triggered. Good stuff so far. That was the none. Button 2 was triggered here, as you can see, so that's working fine, and that is just triggering button 2 clicks, and then button 3, and as you can see, it's all good. So all the triggers are working correctly. The tags are being fired. Let's go and see if it's working inside analytics now. So where you want to go and have a look here is you want to go down to the, blocked off, isn't it? There we go. Configure. My Zoom thing is in the way, unfortunately. Okay, so it's configure. I'm just going to have to pause this just so I can click on this button. 1 sec. Okay, sorry guys, I fixed that. So yeah, so you want to go to configure. So we scroll down here and we select configure. This is where you can start seeing where all your things are happening. So what we want to do is we want to go to debug view here, and we want to see what's come in recently. So as you can see, let's look here. So we've had 4 button clicks. One was a test before, so it's my test before, and then also the 3 we've just done. So we can go and click on button click now and see what data came in. So as you can see, you can see we had 2 for Send Me the Escape. Obviously that was the test I did before, so we've had 1 for the Send Me the Escape, 1 for Send Me the Plan, and 1 for I Want to Escape. And you can go and see where this has come from. So it's GTM debug, you can see that. So yeah, so it's all working. That's how you bring your button click data into Google Analytics. You can then kind of use this to create goals and things like that, and then you can see which ones doing best. So hopefully this was helpful, guys. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll be happy to help. But yeah, cheers for listening, and I'll see you later.
So we hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, please give us a like so we know to create more kind of technical videos like this. If you have got any questions, as I said before, please comment below, and probably Graham will get back to you, not me, because I'm not a tech guy. And finally, if you can, please subscribe to this channel. That would be much appreciated, so you're first to know when any new videos come out. I guess as well, I just wanted to say we've got a free Facebook group called the Pay Per Lead Ninjas. You'll be able to find that link below. That kind of has all of this type of conversations going on all the time. You're able to find people to JV with. There's training where I only ask you to pay what you want after you watch on how to generate clients, how to generate leads for your clients. It's really good stuff. There's a thriving community there. I think you're going to love it. Speak soon.